Good morning. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee. Turn up the love. Life is good. Do what you love what you do. This is part of what I love doing, and I feel quite blessed that I get to do what I love. Honestly, since I became a nurse, 98% of the time, I have absolutely loved what I've gotten to do. And I feel very blessed that I've had a career that suited me so well. The boxes in traditional nursing got a little bit small because I was supposed to move back in to the spiritual guide aspect that I've been most of my life. And so that integrative wellness has come in where we consider all things that impact us as humans because everything does. The earth herself, the plants, the trees, the stars, the energies of others, it is all impactful on us. And that's what we want to consider as we move forward in all of this. I need to switch this so I see the chat. And so, what is today? Today is August 8th. It is the official opening of the Lion's Gate portal. And what is that and why does it matter? The Lion's Gate portal is when the sun, the earth, and the star Sirius are lined up and a portal of thinned energy opens up. It is thinner between the cosmic spiritual energy and us. So it is an enhanced time of personal power in your thoughts, your words, your beliefs, your intentions. And so as you move forward through the next 4 days, that's how long Lionsgate Portal is open through August 12th. What you're focusing on is empowered more. So you want to be very intentional in what you're thinking and doing right now. If you continually hold on to the I'm nothing, I'm not really good at anything. I'm not real important in this world. I don't have all that it takes. I'm nothing special. That will be the energy that continues to come back to you because we are energetic beacons going out and bringing back whatever kind of energy we are planting out in the universe. So if you want shifts in your life, you want to focus on what you want. You want to daydream that impossible dream. You want to think about how fun it would be if, because that is where we are. We have that enhanced energy. Not only that, tomorrow we have a hugely powerful full moon because it is occurring in Lionsgate. So that even thins that layer, empowers us, energizes us, if you will, even more. Good morning, Julia. So, what does that look like for us? What does Archangel Raphael, I asked this morning, who is the angel that wants to come and guide us through this? Archangel Raphael is known as the angel of healing. The color green, very much a healing and a heart energy. And so I said, okay, so I got out the Archangel Power Tarot cards, shuffled, whichever card came out is the one, whether it was Raphael or not. And sure enough, it was the 7 of Raphael. And that number 7 is a divine number in and of itself. And the card says, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. Also a need to detox. And right now, that detox needs very much to be mental, thought, belief system detox. Physical is always good. It's never a bad time to do a physical detox. Oh, and by the way, we're not having coffee this morning. We're having a Thai tea licorice root combination tea because I will be flying out to Ireland on Tuesday, and licorice root is one of the things that helps decrease some inflammation. Excuse me, and lesser inflammation creates less jet lag. So that with some other anti-inflammatory herbs are what I'm doing. And so anyway, it's a fun combination because licorice root makes everything else just a little sweeter. So I digress. Integrative wellness. We want to do all things to support all things. So the Lionsgate portal and what Archangel Raphael came through to tell us was be very mindful truly, in its truest sense of the word, be mindful. Pay attention to what you're focusing on. I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready, guide me. Give them permission to give you the awarenesses, the taps on the shoulder when you're creating what you don't want more of. And we do tend to focus on, when you ask people, well, what do you want? They will often, probably most of the time, go into what they don't want. They can tell you what they don't want in a heartbeat, but they can't really tell you what they do want, because that's never the focus. We are taught, we are socialized out of dreaming about the possibilities that we can bring into our realm in this lifetime. We're told to quit daydreaming. Well, I officially give you permission now to daydream. So let's see what other cards are supporting this Lionsgate full moon. Time to detox and take action and be thinking more about what you really would like to have. I officially give you at least 5 minutes a day to daydream. One of the things I daydream about, there's this piece of property by where my dog and I walk, and it overlooks the river. Would I like a house lower on the river? Maybe. There's always a possibility of flood, but this place, I could build a stairway down and have a place to get in water. Always my happy place. Anyway, it has a beautiful view, and I have visualized the home I can build there, just how it will look with my office space all in one setting, so that as I age and maybe don't really feel like going out for retreats and renting a place and making that happen, I can have them on my property and in my home. And so that's the kind of thing I think about, and I design that house. And it's kind of a Frank Lloyd Wright design, so different from where I live. I love where I live, but that appeals to me. It's just a different way. And I'd like to make it as low impact on the eyes as possible. So that's what I dream about, among other things. So what is it you're creating? Because I step into my power boldly and confidently, coming into your power. Hugely important. I had the lovely opportunity last night to meet with my niece-in-law in Boise. She was in town for her company on a work operation for a couple of days, and she messaged and said, I'm going to be in town. Can we meet up? So we had dinner last night, and I got to explain to her the power of intention and how it works. And it was really a lot. I mean, it was so fun to visit with her. She is such an incredibly powerful woman, and I have so much respect for her in so many ways. Anyway, we had a lovely time, and I could just see the percolating, because truthfully, I know she's kind of viewed me as maybe a little scary in what I teach and what I say, because she is raised in a certain very structured religion. And of course, rarely are any of those in favor of what I teach, because I teach the power of who we are. And they teach us that we need to be under the control of something else. So it was fun to see the light bulbs go off, because I was able to show her how our energy is the spirituality, is the woo-woo, and it all is integrated. It's not separate from one another. So that was a very fun meeting, and it would have been fun otherwise. Just so you know, the next card that comes up is obstacle. So we want to take action. We're coming into our power, and there will be obstacles that stand in our way, and most of those obstacles are within our minds and within our self-belief systems, and offer us abilities to grow and shift and change and become more of who we desired to be when we stepped in to this lifetime. And so, like, these obstacles that come up, I immediately snivel, cry, curl up on in a ball on the floor and gripe. And then I take a deep breath and go, okay, what is my opportunity here to learn, to grow, to expand? That is me stepping into my divine energetic power and going, okay, I vibrationally brought this into my field because there's something here for me. And that is no victim here energy. It is, I can learn from this and grow. And I will go in now a lot quicker to that stance because I want to get out of the less than comfortable energy that often accompanies times of great growth, the challenges, the obstacles. So know that there will be some things that stand in your way. You jump into, how can I grow from this? How can I expand with this? And you're no longer a victim, and you get to move forward because you take what you needed from that and you choose to, grow well with it. One of the things she said to me last night, my niece-in-law, was, I think everything that happens to us for a reason. And I said, yes. And I expand that to one more step. Everything that happens to me is always for a reason, and it is always for my highest and best good. Again, that is standing in my divine energetic power by choice. And that is a way I like to walk through the world. I don't want to be under the circumstances. I don't want to be in that victimology energy that is looking for my answers and my comfort and my enjoyment from everybody else's energy fields. I want to be thriving in my own. And so choosing to learn what those are is absolutely me standing in my divine energetic power. And you can too. Candy, obstacles, of course, laugh out loud. I can't find my BC, can't get a new driver's license without it. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that is absolutely. Well, I think you can get a driver's license, Candy. You just can't get the star card. And I could be wrong about that. That is that you can use it to fly anywhere. We chose to just get our passports a few years back, honestly, because they wanted our marriage license, which is 43 years past, and it was going to cost me $50 to get it, and I don't need it. And so I chose to get a passport also because I'm choosing to travel. So I hope that's true, that you can get it without your birth certificate, unless you want the star card, at which point you have to have that. Okay, so the next card coming up is One Ring Circus. I do love that. It's all about you. You don't have to get into everybody else's business. You cannot save them. You cannot heal them. It is about you doing you working on yourself, because then that vibration moving out is going to be a higher vibration that you're sharing with the world. And that is how you just caring for you, loving you, growing you, removing from you the energies that are holding you back. That is how you get to positively impact the world, because energy just goes out from us and it continues to go. What other people do with that high vibrational energy we're sending out isn't our business. It's not our job to do their work, because we cannot. They must be in that place. So what does that look like for you? It looks like self-love, self-attention, saying no at times, quit being the martyr, the good mother. I'm not saying don't be a good mother, but the good mother is often the martyr who gives up everything. And remember, the truth is, you cannot give from an empty cup. If you don't tend to yourself and refill what you need to be your highest and best in every aspect, you can't give to others anyway. So do you take care of you and be the higher vibration you chose to be. One of the things you can do is healing the past. And that often means self-forgiveness. Forgiving yourself for being human, for the mistakes you've made. Sometimes it also means that you need to go back to a person and ask their forgiveness. Sometimes that's the hardest. And the truth is, whether or not they give it to you, again, isn't your circus, isn't your monkeys. You ask, you give them, you tell them, you apologize. You ask their forgiveness. Whether or not they give it to you, that absolutely clears you. You have done everything you can. There are other ways you may need to make amends, but that is between you and your higher power, your energy team the superpower team you've got working with you, whatever you want to call it. Well, good luck, Candy. Maybe you just need to go and get a birth certificate. That could be the quickest, easiest way to get out of that, if that's what you really need. So what does that look like for you? Healing the past. A lot of times it is beliefs about ourselves that are so disempowering that keep us boxed in. Socializations we grew up with and what we were told as children about who we are and need to be. The next card that comes up is the Field of Dreams. And this came up. This is just a beautiful card. It's all these fairies sitting on eggs. You know, and eggs are always the fertility, the potential in life. It came up in the opposite. And this is saying, you know, that field, that healing the past is also healing those broken dreams, the ones that people have said, well, it's just silly for you to even think that, to be focusing on that. That's just crazy. Who do you think you are? You are never going to be that, you know, nothing. You're going to always be nothing. The Field of Dreams in reverse is you've got some real fun daydreaming to do. It may help, especially if you have a monkey mind like the one making this video, to write down what it is you would really like to be your truth. Another way for this, or to call this, is a reality declaration. I am, always remember, present tense and positive. I am successful in business. I am in harmony with my coworkers and how we walk in the world. I am all that and a bag of chips. I am enough. I am loving. I am loved. I am lovable. So many of us have a belief system that we are not lovable, and that is absolutely untrue. It has just been socialized within us. So what is it that your field of dreams is holding for you that you're really not allowing in? I'm open, willing, and ready to be guided. And the last card that came up for today is listening. Oh, that's such a beautiful card. Listening. I reposted a little message on Facebook and a few groups about a woman that just opened her home. She retired and she'd been a counselor and opened her home, tea and conversation. That was the sign she put in the window. And the first night, nobody came. And then she just continued to offer it. And tea and conversation. And people started coming. And then, I mean, it went on for several years. And then the letters and the comments, it made such a difference to them. The listening card, see, it's got the music notes, it's got the harmony. Listen to yourself, listen to others. People need to be heard. Listen, listen, listen. Listen to your higher power. I'm open, willing, ready. Guide me. Most of our information that we get from God, the universe, the central sun, the great I am, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whoever you follow, Gertrude, does not matter. It doesn't matter what you call them. It is that you reach out and then you pay attention. Most of that comes within our mind, our answers. And then we go, I just made that up. That lack of self-trust. You want to grow absolutely your trust that you can be all that in a bag of chips. You can be what you desire to be. You are important. Every single one of us is incredibly important in the unfolding of this new earth we are stepping into. That doesn't mean it's going to happen overnight. It tends to take a little bit of time. For us, it's a long time. For the universe, and it's a blink of the eye. It is just important for you to keep doing you, holding you, this lion's gate, that empowered time of creation. So you want to be very mindful of what it is you're focusing on. Is it poor me? Everybody's mean to me, all of that. Annette says, I love being reminded of that story. So powerful. I'm assuming the tea and conversation story. I've had so many comments on that. And one woman saying, let's get that going in Boise. I want to do that. It's like, well, then choose to do that. I don't live in Boise. And I don't at this time feel led to offer that. Maybe in the future, that will be, I don't know. But tea and conversation is something that people can absolutely use. And that's one way. We don't have to be anything special, because what we're doing is listening. People need to be heard. It's not a time of teaching people. It's not a time of, admonishing. It is a time of listening. The 12-step groups, those are so effective. And that is exactly what happens. They call that no crosstalk. I'm not going to tell you how you need to be thinking, or why what you're thinking isn't effective or wrong, or, whatever. You all just listen. And the absolute energy of just voicing what you're feeling is incredibly healing in so many ways. And the last card coming up today is Mending Bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. And so this was the connecting card between five. I am a healer, and I am mending bridges. The bridges that need to be mended most right now are within yourself. How have you beaten yourself up? How have you dishonored yourself throughout your life? How have you not paid attention to you? So many ways. I was talking to my niece-in-law last night, and I was telling her about, as 9-10 years ago now, I guess, I was so physically bound up, I couldn't do anything but my elliptical. And then I realized a few things, but I got angry and went, oh no, I was thinking about the fact that I probably would never get to walk through the woods, because I was becoming also quite unstable. And then I got angry. So a great deal of emotion went out with, F that shit. That's not my truth. And then a few months later, I was given the realization that I only embraced hard, and I would create hard in order for it to have value. So I did the hands up. I choose ease. I choose ease. And 7 months later, I did a 7-day backpacking trip with a friend. Now, it was slow, and I would rest every few minutes to rest the hip that was bothering me. And it would just be for, 30 seconds. I would put my leg up on the rock, relax the hip, and move forward. But I could. And it started with that very emotional intention when I thought, ooh, the very thing that I love to do when we'd go camping was, let's just get set up. I just want to go for a walk in the woods, was something I would not get to do again because of how messed up I was. And so another thing, as we age, we want to be very mindful and careful about the belief system we're taking on, about who we are and what's happening, because we're going to create more of that. Most of us are socialized into thinking, well, as we age, we just decline. Pretty soon we can't do stuff. And then we're just kind of sitting around. We're not worth anything. All that junk. Cancel. I choose to be a powerful, relevant force throughout my life. And my mantra follows that with, I'm upright, mobile, cognizant, and free of chronic pain until I decide to leave. That is what I'm choosing. Is it all finished yet? Nope. I'm upright, mobile, precognizant. The chronic pain is diminishing with every little bit of information that comes my way that I put into action. Good morning, Cindy. I was surplus after 11 years with the company. I'm searching for work while drawing unemployment. I'm working on positive self-talk. Thank you for what you do. You are very welcome, Cindy. And really daydream. These next 4 days are incredibly powerful. What kind of job would you like to have? If all things were possible and I could have the income I need doing this thing, what does that look like? Get into the feels for that. Make a declaration of positive and present tense. Don't listen to friends that tell you negative things about aging. Yeah. I'm so excited for your trip to Ireland. Give Maggie a huge hug for me. I will, and I am too. And she said to me this morning, she said, are you ready? It's like, oh, no. But I'm packing, trying not to pack too much so I can bring home some stuff. And trying to, just figure out what I need to take, what I should take. Should I take a box full of my feather earrings? Would I be able to put them anywhere there? Should I take the supplies to make the earrings? Or maybe I should just take mandala supplies so I have something to do with my hands on the plane and bringing in energy through the mandalas and putting out energy. In fact, I'm going to be working on one today to do the land healing in the valley that I live in. There is a lot of need. There's been a lot of trauma in this valley over the centuries. And so now I know of one tool that is possible for me to use to do the healing, and that's bringing in light codes as I intend for that energy to receive the healing release. So you are powerful AF. Remember that. Right now, the energy is so pliable for us. What we're focusing on is what we're going to be living. So be mindful, start thinking more about what you want to have, more about the possibilities, daydream as often as you can the next few days, and step into your power of creation. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.